Well, the era of Destiny heroes just might be a shocking one. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more on this Destiny hero deck. I think is one of the coolest things that I have had the chance to play against. We will have the list here at the end of the video for you guys. You can take a look at this. So the Destiny hero deck actually is pretty strong. And it only needs this card to be able to go. So we're going to start off with Mind Shuffle shenanigans. We're going to go and get Ash. We're going to chain the Kribo. They're going to chain the Fua, which is pretty good. We'll go ahead and get negated, but we will go ahead and, those all turn 0, by the way. They're going to go ahead and Fusion Destiny, and they're going to go ahead and mill down the Malicious and the Denier. Now, you're probably like, oh, okay, well, they're locked. Yeah, don't worry about that. We'll go ahead and Malicious to bring up our friend here. We'll go ahead and Denier, kick back, and then we'll go ahead and chain our Kribo. We'll go ahead and add a card to our hand, and they're going to go ahead, tuck back, and they're going to go ahead and make the Cross Guy. Now, Cross Guy is absolutely everything that you love for this deck. Get a free revive on the Destiny hero. Malicious, go ahead and banish to bring up another Malicious, and now we can go ahead and kick off to add the Doom Liege. Now, Doom Liege on normal or special lets us target a monster the opponent controls and banish it until the next standby phase, and then we can send a Destiny hero monster from your deck to the graveyard to add a Clock Tower Prison or a Clock Tower Prison Dark City from your deck to your hand or graveyard. So we're going to go ahead, goodbye Kribo. They're going to go ahead and mill down Death Dogma, which will be important here in a second, and we are going to get the Dark City loaded up. So we're going to go ahead and deploy Dark City. Dark City says each time you special summon a level 8 or higher Destiny hero monster, all warrior monster control gain 300 attack. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. So during your main phase, if this card was activated this turn, we can add a Destiny hero monster or a card that mentions a Destiny hero monster's card name from your deck to your hand. And if this card is destroyed, special summon a Destiny hero monster from your deck. This is treated as being special summoned by the effect of Clock Tower Prison. So now we're going to go ahead and activate Poly. Poly will go ahead and fuse into Dystopia. Okay. Been a little while since we've seen this guy. Now we can go ahead and Clock Tower, gain some attack points, and you're going to see Dreadnought Servant coming into play. So if you control a face-up Destiny hero or a field spell, we can special summon this from the hand. Then you can destroy one card you control, and if you do, add a polymerization from your deck to your hand. Alright, so we can go ahead and special this. Goodbye, Clock Tower Prison. Alright, we get our Poly, and now we get the ability to actually bring out Dreadmaster, which this is going to be the heart and soul of what this deck is going to do. That's 5,700 attack. We're going to go ahead and rotate it into the new Dreadnought. Now, this thing is 2 level 5 or higher Destiny hero monsters, but you can either special summon it with Fusion Summon, or we can special summon it from the extra deck by tributing a Destiny hero Dreadmaster. Now, you can only special summon one of these once per turn this way. Now, no matter which method you're using, on special summon, you can add 2 Destiny hero monsters and or cards that mention Destiny hero monster card names from your deck to your hand. This card's attack becomes the original attack of all other Destiny hero monsters on the field. You know how big this is about to get? 11,600, and we get a recruitment of 2. We'll go ahead and Poly again. This is where we're going to actually see Dangerous coming into play. Malicious, go ahead and regenerate itself again. Now we're going to go ahead and deploy Plasma here. This is 14,200 attack points is crazy. We're going to go ahead and lose our card, and then we're going to see Death Dogma coming up. Now, this was the one that banishes 3. And then if summoned, we can activate this effect. Inflict 2,000 damage to your opponent during the next standby phase. When your opponent activates a card or effect, we can fusion summon a Dark or Warrior Fusion monster by shuffling its materials from your hand, field, or graveyard into the deck. 13,800 attack points, by the way. You have to deal with Dystopia, DP. You know, I think we could have done something here. We do get our Karibo coming back out of the wasteland. We'll go ahead and set a card that mentions it. We'll get our Chaos Hats. We'll go ahead and Ritual Reveal. Go ahead and grab the skull. We'll go ahead and pitch this to bring up Mind Shuffle. We're going to go ahead and deploy the skull here. They're going to go ahead and Dystopia, pop this, and they're going to go ahead and we'll send. We will go ahead and get our search into our thing. Now, this is where I might have had a chance, arguably, but because they have the spark here, I'm about to get blown out very hard. My logic was, if we can get the Black Luster Soldier up, attack into this, and then, we could possibly pivot into something else, because we also have the hats here to turn down the archfiend for protection, but they just happen to have the spark here for the massive blowout, which is just going to lose me the game here. Spark was literally the most important card that they could have drawn in this situation, just to ruin my day. And as you can see, here comes comes the DP to pop. Both we will go ahead and attempt to trigger, but they've got a fusion summon coming here. We see Dustopia coming in, and then this game is done. It's very unfortunate. I cannot build any field to beat this. Like, this is actually insane. I'm actually pretty proud of that. We had a couple of other little fun games that I've done some playtesting with. This one I thought I opened up pretty well, but evidently, you know, you get impermed and you're just like, oh, okay. We'll go ahead and set and pass. I mean, Harmonia plus Super Poly is usually pretty good in every situation. Magical Meltdown on the stopping the Alistair, it's fine, but then they activate Gem Knight Dispersion, and now we just get to kind of see this crumble downwards from here. Gem Knight Fusion being dumped, the Gem Knight Quartz. We go ahead and Harmonia here. I figured this was an appropriate hit to keep this off of the field as well. You don't really want your opponent gaining too much advantage, but go ahead and do another. Here comes the Fusion. As you can see, this is about to build up very bad. We're going to go ahead and Fusion Summon to bump off, make the Mud Dragon. I'm out of responses. So my opponent just kind of gets to go ahead and do everything that they can here. Go ahead and Dispersion, bring up the 3, and you're about to see a Gem Knight OTK actually coming out of the woodwork here. Make Diamond, go ahead, bounce that. Go ahead and Gem Knight Fusion on back. Go ahead and banish the big guy. Go ahead and bonk for 19 effect. Burn me. And then attack again. And we lose the game. Very, very, very unfortunate. But, you know, what can you do? We just also played against Tenpais a little bit ago. This is really a funny matchup. Your opponent really just kind of opens up everything here, which is crazy. So we get to go ahead and Fawn of White. Kind of start the traditional combo here. Grab up the Ecclesia, rotate into Crimson King, King into this, and then they draw us there. I'm like, okay, I mean, it's fine. We get a Mind Shuffle out of this. Go ahead and get our, you know, interruption set. I don't really... normally this isn't terrible. Nice Tag Talents on the draw. So Mind Shuffle, go ahead and ditch, trigger our abilities. Go ahead and get our draw. They're going to go ahead and Thrust will Ash. They're going to go ahead and Chain Droplet for some reason. I guess they just wanted the free thing. Here comes the Tag Talents to draw 2. I would have argued, so this is actually what lost me the game. So I could have fallen in Virtuous this on summon and he wouldn't have had any follow-up whatsoever. But because we didn't, I just lose the game now, which is hilarious to say the least, because, you know, pop your opponent's Tenpai monsters before they can extend the Chandra to win the game, because that's our valuable life lesson of the day. Sometimes Chudra just ends up coming down and winning the game. And then, of course, you know, the bodies get to continuously come back here. And our life point meter gets to hit 0 on all of the fun that this deck is. Not surprising, but definitely was not one that I really was expecting to see. This was against Red Dragon Archfiend. I actually don't remember much about this replay. I do know that we get to do the fun Mind Shuffle Karibo setup that we all love. Go ahead and get ashed. I tell you, man, every single time, it's always just getting ashed. Mind Shuffle at the beginning of the turn, we get ashed again. Okay, you know, sure. We'll go ahead and Power Vice and Special down. We'll go ahead and Harmonia this. My logic was keep the opponent off of a monster. Should actually work, right? Here comes their Soul Resonator. Go ahead and Mind Shuffle back. Revive up the big guy here. May as well, right? Crimson Impact. Go ahead and trigger up. All right. Bone Archfiend. We're going to go ahead and Magical Hats overwrite that. I love the fact that we can just do that. All right. They'll go ahead and get a pop here, which really wasn't too worried about that. Resonator go ahead and gets the ad. We go ahead and Crimson Call to get the search back. They'll go ahead and reveal the special summon this. So at this point in time, I mean, they just can only do so much. Yeah, their turn's basically done. They walked into the D mod. That's hilarious. So let's pass on over so you guys can take a look at that hero list. So hero might actually be, I think, one of my favorite upcoming decks, because Destiny heroes are actually a functioning deck now, because Dreadmaster actually is playable, and that's, I think, all everybody ever has wanted for this deck. Also, you know, the Dark Angel, getting access to the Dreadnought Servant and the Doom Leash is really good. And of course, Draw and Lockbird, along with only 2 copies of Destiny Draw. I think this is fine. Fusion Destiny, though, being the best starter your deck actually has, is really good. And also, you know, you're getting support for these Dominuses, which is kind of insane. Also, your extra deck, you just get access to all of the different Destiny Hero Fusion monsters. Even something like Vision Hero Trinity is now playable, but Dreadnought is now going to be probably one of the best cards that you can have access to, just to kind of play around with this deck. Also, I figured I'd toss my list in here. I've been testing different variations of Mind Shuffle for all of these videos that we've been doing, but I think this deck is pretty fun. You can see we're doing the Crimson Call right now instead of the other Resonator stuff, because I think it's pretty good. Also Crimson King, just to kind of mess around with some things. But hope you guys enjoyed some Destiny Hero madness, and you guys have a good rest of your day, alright? Patrons! Thank you!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.